Hey, hi, hello. I don't think anyone wants to be zoomed in on that. Anyway, hey, hi, hello. My name is Linnea, and this is a space where we are trying to become semi-self-sufficient, where we garden, we do sourdough, all while living in the suburbs. So, if that is something you're interested in, consider subscribing. If not, thanks for being here anyways. And if you're not new, welcome back. Today's video, I'm actually filming this video after I'm filming the intro after I baked this. Spoiler alert, it did turn out really well. The other night, Jonathan and I were laying in bed, and he kind of rolled over and he was like, you know what sounds really good? I said, huh. And I was kind of hoping it would be something like fun, I don't know. And he said, honey whole wheat bread. And I was like, you mean like honey whole wheat sourdough or what? And he said, yeah, that. So naturally, that's what I made, and I have never made it before. And it actually turned out really well. So if it is something you're interested in, if you want to see the recipe that I used, just keep watching. If not, well, thanks for being here anyway. Anyway, yes, spoiler, it did turn out really well. We have this napkin over the top of it just to stop all the rice flour from going everywhere when we cut it. But anyway, it did turn out really, really well. I will say though, it is definitely a different texture because it is all whole wheat. It's a different texture than normal sourdough, but it's really, really good. So I do highly recommend this recipe. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop yapping and you all can just watch me make the bread. Bye! Alright, so in this bowl, I'm going to do 380 grams of warm-ish water. I'm going to do 100 grams of honey. Hopefully I have 100 grams of honey. Yeah, I definitely have 100 grams of honey. And I'm going to do 10 grams of salt. And the last thing I'm going to add is 80 grams of my fed sourdough starter. I fed this last night, so it's been like 12 or 13 hours. Okay, now I'm going to mix this together. Alright, now I'm going to add 485 grams of whole wheat flour. Okay, now this is where it gets tricky because the recipe that I'm following says to add 15 grams of vital wheat gluten, and I don't keep fancy things like that, if you want to call it fancy, in my kitchen. I don't I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know what that is. I looked up substitutes and it said you could substitute egg whites. So you know what, we're gonna try that. It also said that you could grind up some rolled oats and add that instead. I'm gonna be honest, I'm lazy. I don't wanna do that. So we're gonna go with the egg white. I don't know how much 15 grams of an egg white is. Like, I don't know how many eggs that is. So we're going to, we're gonna give this like a little whirl. Oh, that was a lot. You know what, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. That was double, but you know what? We are living. All right, I'm gonna mix all this together and then let it sit for 30 minutes. I'm gonna see how this whole egg white situation goes. so weird. It's really weird. All right, I'm gonna cover this and I'll be back in 30 minutes. All right, it's been 37 minutes and this is what it looks like. I'm gonna knead this for 3 to 5 minutes and then cover it and let it sit for another 30 minutes. I definitely am gonna say the texture is weird. It doesn't feel like normal dough, so that's where I'm at with that. I was also reading the recipe and it did say to dampen / tamper your expectations with this bread because it is all wheat. It's not gonna rise and be as round as a typical loaf of bread. So I don't have high hopes. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna knead this and then I'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay, it's actually been like an hour and we are going to attempt to do 3 sets of stretch and folds, 30 minutes apart. So I'm gonna do the first one now, then in 30 minutes I'll do another one, and then 30 minutes after that I'll do the last one. This dough is weird, so that's why I said we are going to attempt the stretch and folds. You know, she's not doing too bad. She's a lot more stretchy than I thought. I'm gonna cover this and we'll be back in 30 minutes. All right, this is the last stretch and fold. After this, I'm going to let this dough sit here for roughly 2 to 2.5 hours. Then we're gonna shape it, and then we're going to put it in the fridge overnight. The dough is pretty good. Still got like a weird texture, you know, but it's pretty good. It smells really good. Okay, it's actually been probably like 3 or 4 hours. It said to only do this for 2, but that's what it looks like. Take it out. And I'm gonna kind of shape it. And I will say, I will maintain, this dough does feel different. So I'm very curious how it's gonna actually cook. All right, I'm gonna leave this on the counter like this for 30 minutes. It said it will naturally deflate, and then after 30 minutes I'm gonna reshape it, and then I'll put it in my Banneton basket. Okay, so I have had my Dutch oven preheating in the oven at 500 for about 45 minutes. I just pulled the Dutch oven out and I lowered the temperature of the oven to 450. I've had this in the fridge for about 16 hours, which is, I think, like the maximum the recipe recommended. So there's that. It also said, like I said yesterday, don't expect this bread to do a lot of rising. Don't expect an ear or anything like that. So we're just gonna do one of these numbers. All right, I'm gonna cook it like this at 450 for about 23, 24, 25 minutes. And then once that's up, I'm going to lower the temperature to 425 and take the lid off and finish baking it. So let's just do that. Yeah, it's good. It definitely has like a different texture than normal sourdough, but it said it would. The recipe definitely said it would.
That's what I wanted.
It's what you wanted. I just should have coated like the outside of it in like oats like they do at Cheesecake Factory. I think that would be good. But is it sweet? It's good? Mm-hmm. You don't have anything else to say? He just wants to eat his pork steak and noodles and broccoli. That's what he's really here for, but
no, the bread's delicious.
It is delicious. Too bad you only have like one more day. Hey, that was my piece.
Why don't you cut more?
Well, you can cut it because I despise cutting bread. Too bad you only have one more day here, so then now I'm stuck with this because he's leaving for almost a week. And so I'm stuck with a full loaf of bread. But that's okay. I think I can manage. Okay, anyway, do you have anything else to say? Because I've just been yapping.
No, it's really good.
Would you ask for it again?
For sure.
Okay.
Hope so.
Alright, well, Jonathan might see you in the next video. He might not. It depends on if he's here or not. Yeah, come